Hello and welcome back to CraftWorks. My name is Millie. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're having a fabulous week. We finished the dye factory last episode, and I hope you enjoyed the time lapse at the beginning of the video because I planted a lot of flowers. Like a lot of flowers. Look at how many flowers I have planted. Of course, it is a little less than this in real life. I am using a data pack that makes way more flowers per plot of land than normal, so that is why it looks so much more full. So yes, it is a data pack, a resource pack. But I love how this flower, like the azure bluets, kind of wrap themselves back around that way. And then the red tulips actually wrap themselves all the way back up over here. And then wrap back that direction. So we will do that eventually. That's not for today. But in the future, I will need to connect this little pathway back to a dock or something. So stay tuned for that. That should be maybe next episode. We'll see. I've actually got some other plans with some folks here in the CraftWorks server because, yeah, we're not done with the season yet. We have some other plans, but they're back at spawn, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully that will get off the ground. And then I'll come back and get that dock done because I do want to finish this story out. But today, like I mentioned in last week's episode, we need to tackle the interiors of Sophia's house. I have been putting it off way too long. These puppy dogs needs a home to live in, as opposed to sitting out here on the porch. Now, I think I've gone over this before, but we'll do a quick tour of the house real quick, and then what I'll do is we will cut into some time lapses. I might do the foyer before we do that, and I do have some flowers and stuff. But this is a bedroom down here. There's a closet in there. We have already tackled the little garden shed and the balcony that's above it. So check that episode out. It's a couple episodes ago if you want to see that. The living room, our dining room and dining table, and I want to put a really nice big chandelier over this to make it really stunning. And if all goes well, it will be the thumbnail for this episode from what I have planned. Then we have a kitchen back here. Pretty simple. Up here on the landing is our tribute to Sophia and the skull that we found. And a little bit more of the book that I have not read before. And we will get to that here shortly. At least some of it. I think the story needs to be finished. And then the other bedroom upstairs, another little closet here. And finally, the little attic area where our Shelly lives. So I will have to finish that too. All right, so let's actually tackle the foyer first. I don't think it needs a whole lot of stuff. Maybe a place to hang some coats, put your shoes, maybe something along that line, and maybe a place to sit down. It's supposed to be a cozy interior. Do I have anything in here? Okay, we have some flowers in here, which is my head, of course. And hold on, let me put my armor back on. Guess I should go get supplies for this. Let's get some supplies for this. Okay, now we have some supplies for this. Oh, let me move our ender chest full of all the stuff, and of course I still have all these flowers on me, and I do not need most of these right now, so we're just going to kind of tuck those away for the moment. And we're going to get out some basic wood supplies. I think we're going to kind of go back to my roots when it comes to this stuff, and we're going to kind of make some very simple composters or barrels. Nah, I think I want composters actually. Hold on here. Go to, I want them there or there. We're gonna put them over here. That's where I think having greenery in every house is super important. I do have a light down here, so I actually need some carpets in here. These back here. We're gonna get rid of that. That's the wood box. Let's see, what kind of carpet do we want in this house? We have a lot of teal and purple in this room. where's my... Did I... Oop, forgot to put that one down. Alright, teal and purple. We already have some cyan carpets. And a splash of orange, because we need that splash of orange. Alright, so we want to have pretty carpets. Little splashes of orange and little splashes of cyan. Yeah, because we're going to be going very colorful. Remember what the room was up in the keep. The main room up there was very, very colorful, so we want to stick with that. So I like that for a color combination so far. And actually, let's do a couple beds for seating. I like the idea of a couple beds for seating, and we'll keep with the cyan color. And of course, I've been doing a lot of cyan this season, but I like the cyan, so I'll put a couple more beds in here, and we will just make these seats. So you can run in and out of this house really quick and easy. Betcha. Make trapdoors out of this gray. Yeah, I like that. Okay, here we go. Ooh, okay. Neat. Those are cool. All right. Let's put a couple hooks on the wall. We're going to have places for people to hang their coats when they come in. Then find a place to put your dirty clothes in. That. Booties in. Booties on. Armor stand. No. Gravity, no faceplate. Visible. Perfect. Visible. Faceplate. Done. Cute. Okay, we could put another armor stand with a, like, coat hanging up here, too. So... Oh, not there. And put you on there. Oops. Here. And we're going to have no gravity. We're going to position you up. Almost there. Will that look like it's hanging? Maybe. Might be back just a tiny bit. There. Okay, now I kind of wish I had it hanging there instead. Ta-da! Oh, yep. I like that much better. All right. Excellent. And then we need a little painting to go here, but gotta be pretty. A little bit kind of not so pretty here. There. Yeah. There we go. I think that's probably good for this little area. I think this is very cozy. So, all right. On to the time lapses for the next few rooms. Let's go.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid. rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams.
Alfred may have worried about me here down in the valley, but the home I kept here was more splendid than that rich palace. From the warm smiles of the villagers as they worked in the factory, to the buzzing bees, the expansive gardens and orchards, they were all my comfort. It pained me that I could see the crumbling keep far above, praying that one day they might join me here. But I never felt lonely, for this place would be my forever home. Welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed the time lapses. I originally had a little bit of an insert in between them that I decided to get rid of so I could just show it all to you all at once, including some special surprises. The house itself and the grounds are not 100% complete, and I'll show you why. I want to do something around the grave of Sophia, and I also want to do something back here. So this is upcoming. We do need to have some gardens. I feel like she would have had her own private gardens back here, besides all of the flower fields. And of course, we have a lot more landscaping to come. I might live stream it at some point, quite honestly. I feel like I haven't live streamed in a while, and it's fun kind of chatting with all of you while I do flower planting and such. So stay tuned for that and keep an eye out for that. But okay, let's head on in. As you notice, the doggies have been moved. They are barking from the inside now. And here is the foyer, and we've moved Tiger inside, so he's nice and cozy inside the foyer. You saw most of this. I think the only things I changed after the recording of this was adding a mirror, so you know, you're getting ready to go out for the day, you have a nice mirror. I also moved the compass just for the heck of it. You know, you come in and you after dying or something, and like wake up and grab the compass and go collect your stuff. Now, if we come to the right, this is the kitchen. And the kitchen has a few little books, a little place for storage of items, some nice little bowls, a double sink, armor stand magic cookies on a plate, and a cake, and one of my heads too, and I love that. Some drawers, some additional storage, so much additional storage. And Jasper gets to sit inside here as well. And there's a little food bowl. Jasper loves food, so that's the story, and he likes hanging out near his food bowl. If we come in here, here are the chandeliers that I wanted to build, and they are kind of based off of the holdfast flowers that Empress Little-bit developed. I thought the design was really cute, and a flower design above the table fit in perfectly here for Sophia's area. Also put a lot of little head food things on the table, like it's ready for guests already. If we come over, oh, and I added some lighting and a little seating area over here while people are waiting for dinner. Then we come over here, nice big warm fireplace, and Tulip gets to sit on the sofa over here. Few different little items of interest, and this was supposed to be mashed potatoes, but it looks a lot like popcorn, so I decided that was popcorn as they sit and wait for dinner or an after dinner snack. Over here, I added a villager painting because Sophia in her little thing said she enjoyed being here with the villagers, and this was she probably has some favorite villagers that come and visit her on a regular basis and gave her this painting. In here, Sparky got to move inside too, and it's a good thing it's raining for some reason now. And this we did in another video, but this is where Sophia would gather all of her things before going out into the gardens on a sunny day, not rainy day. Now if we turn around over here, welcome to the Rose Room. The Rose Room is probably where Sophia kept her rooms at the end of her life because it was downstairs and easy to get around. Some of the items that Ivan brought her and the book. I haven't finished reading all of this lore yet, so if I don't by the end of the season and you get the world download for CraftWorks Season 2, which we are planning on doing eventually, you can read it for yourself if I forget. Hopefully I won't forget. There's a little bit more into that story. A nice little dresser here. Tiny bit of storage in this cabinet. I really didn't have a lot of room in there for that, for anything but some chests. A nice little vanity area to sit and do her hair up in the morning. Clothing at easy touch and a place to sit down and take off your shoes. Now if we come up past over here, we go upstairs. This I did not show on the video. Is our painting landing, so a little bit of the crafting things. I'm also sort of building this as if it was a house that I owned by myself. So I made with some armor stand magic again. Very last room is Shelly's room, and I did have to retether Shelly up because of the fact that she yeeted herself off the railing somehow. Now I can't even get myself, well, okay. Maybe that's how she did that. But I had to tether her back up so she wouldn't go doing that because she lives a life of danger, apparently. But this is her knitting room. So we have some knitting books here, some yarn balls, aka little heads of wool, some string to kind of represent the cuttings or the little yarn strings that are kind of hanging out, little basket. And this was supposed to be an Easter egg basket, but I really think it looks way more like balls of yarn. So I got one of those heads, and then there's some fabric for some other fabricy crafts. And of course, the chicken was one of the plushies that Shelly made. And a little bit more fabric kind of laying around, which I think looks spectacular. So as I said, I had to sleep and get that rain gone, and I love this rainbow. As I said, we do have some more work around here to do, but I want to go over what to expect in the upcoming episodes. And one of those things is, besides, doing some gardening and such, is to work over here in the village. And I have been spending a little bit of time over here just kind of terraforming, getting ready. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but there are a lot of villagers down here, and they really don't have houses. They had some beds sitting over here randomly, and we took out a lot of the buildings and such when Oda was setting up the cathedral. And what's that? We'll check that out here in a second. But I want to be able to build, so before we're done with this area, I do want to give the villagers a house. So we're going to build that in the upcoming episodes and hopefully get, like, this golem problem solved a little bit too. Give all these guys a reason to be out here. Yeah, there's a lot of villagers. I think we left beds out too long and they started going crazy, and that's why I get some showing up over here at the cider mill from time to time as well. But let's go check this out. Oh, hello. It's a holdfast flower. I must have brought a seed back from the holdfast forest that Empress Little-bit has over near her base. It came from the other place. And look at that, it's sprouted already. Well, That'll be cool if there's some more of those around here. I'm sure Sophia and all of them would have really loved to have had some of these flowers. Speaking of other places, I know I haven't mentioned it in a while about, you know, going back and forth between other places, but you know what? It's been really quiet around here, and I think a few people on our Discord have mentioned that. They're like, is CraftWorks Season 2 over? Because we haven't been seeing too many videos, and then of course, like the day after, like 3 videos popped. But there is a reason for that, and let me take you back to our great portal. If you're new to this channel, you may not have seen this beautiful dark portal that MC Oda built that mimics the one on the other side in the overworld. But one thing that appeared was this at the beginning of the season, and I haven't talked about it in a while because, well, it didn't have a lot of things, and, well, now it has a lot of different things on it because people have been going all over the place out of CraftWorks Season 2 and exploring other worlds. We know Izzy has her Cup of Tea series. Izzy Lane, Empress, and K-Hug have been suffering together. Oda has been hanging out with Dasklos in the archaeology world. Goose and Feather have been hanging out in the Builder's School. And this has appeared. Yep, it's starting. Things are starting to happen. We can't go there yet. There's probably a few months left before we can go there yet. But I just wanted to point that out because there are so many amazing things that the crafters here are doing outside of CraftWorks. And even though we all absolutely love CraftWorks and hanging out together, sometimes we have to go out on our own and do fancy things and do unique builds and hang out with other people, and that's okay too. And we love that, and we hope that with all these worlds that they bring everyone back to CraftWorks and we can share all of those successes together, and including my adventure guild. And yeah, I need to talk to the modded Mushroom Millie. There's a lot more to that whole storyline than I'm gonna go over anytime soon, and I know that lore is very convoluted, but it did get mentioned briefly in my podcast that I had with Izzy and Lane. So if you're interested in that, go ahead. I actually have a Millie's Multiverse movie that exists, but the idea behind it is if we go into one of these other worlds and we turn the dial and go through the portal, this portal, we can go to another place. So let's wrap up this video in another place for just a few minutes and see what's been happening near the Adventure Guild. All right. Here we are. We have made it to the Adventure Guild. This is my single player world. And we are going to be visiting this a little more often again, probably in the upcoming weeks, because we do now have some of the awesome new Pale Forest blocks, and we have updated this particular world, and there's a lot more that I really want to explore in the white wood and with the resin and that sort of thing. So I did have a video just recently where I built this little guy, so I hope you enjoyed that. You can go take a look at that. But if we come up to the Adventure Guild, this is what I consider my forever world. And unlike CraftWorks, which will have seasons and maybe will be on there for 12 months or less or something like that, this one has been slowly upgrading throughout the different seasons. And it has also been home to the book. If you've been a subscriber of this channel for a while, you will remember the book. Yes, the book, where I put everybody's names who subscribed in the book. Next to me, right there. But unfortunately, there are almost, 1,300 or more of you right now as of the publishing of this video, and this book doesn't have room for all of you, which is awesome. I love that and I appreciate it, but we're not going to be able to do the book anymore. Something brand new has happened. I do have memberships for this channel, and you may have noticed that there is a membership option now. If you're interested, you will get access to some cool icons. They're okay. The perks for this channel really is being able to watch videos early, because I actually post most of these videos about a week in advance. So if I start getting memberships, I will have those available to any of the members on this channel the moment they go up. So just a heads up on that. Also, if you don't want to support this channel in a monetary way, which is absolutely fine, just, subscribe and leave me a comment now and then. And if you have permission, you're old enough to join the Discord, for the CraftWorks Discord, go ahead and join. And you can say hi to me. You can post some cool stuff. There's probably 300 people on that Discord now. The channel's growing every single day, and we are having a ball. And you can meet all of the other fans of the CraftWorks and all of the other peeps that are part of this series and a part of this continuing growing community. So we appreciate y'all. Anyway, give yourselves a hug for me. Love you so very, very much for all of the great things that you have been doing and suggesting and giving us ideas, and just all of the fantastic love that you have been sharing with me and with everybody else. And along with Carta and Doc, as they go to sleep here, we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Hugs. Oh, and don't forget to discover, explore, and create, because I'm trying to make that a phrase, and I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you got this far, if you like that phrase or not. I might ditch it. I don't know. I'm trying to make it a thing, but I need a thing, right? Like a thing, like the hug thing. I don't know. Bye, everyone.